Hey guys, and welcome back to the randomized K-On! Pokemon Team Series. Let's find out Meow's Unova squad. Meow's first Pokemon will be Mew Mortar. That's a damn good start. I'm not sure if Mew Mortar was a needed evolution for Magmar, but it made a strong Pokemon even better, so who's to question? Its attacking stats and special defense are damn good. It will hit super hard. For abilities, they both have their uses, although being unable to use Rest for healing is not the best. For level up moves, it's pretty limited, although Feint Attack and Thunder Punch are nice coverage moves, and Confuse Ray is never not annoying if you're on the receiving end. For TMs, it's got quite a few options, including coverage for its 3 weaknesses. So a great start to the team. And it's not a terribly intimidating Pokemon since Meow is taller than it. Meow's second Pokemon will be Vespaquinn. Well, I think we all know what Meow's reaction would be to seeing a frickin' Vespaquinn in person. If she doesn't fall into a fucking coma from shock and fear, she'll be having nightmares for weeks. Now, I believe that Vespaquinn was one of the better bug types introduced. It doesn't hit too hard, but it has great defenses. For abilities, they're not amazing, but I think Pressure is the better of the two. For level up moves, it gets some decent options, including its signature order moves and Power Gem for coverage against fire and flying types. For TMs, it's far from deep, but there are some strong attacks for it here. So while definitely not a Pokemon Meow would realistically use, it's still pretty strong, and if she could get over her fear, I think she'd do well with it. Meow's third Pokemon will be Carnivaline, another Pokemon Meow would likely be scared of. I don't know what the competitive success of Carnivaline is, but based on its info, I don't think it's a bad Pokemon. With the exception of its speed, its stats are pretty alright, particularly in offense. For abilities, it has Levitate, which while odd to put on a grass type is super useful since entry hazards do not affect it. For level up moves, it has some decent attacks, including the dark type biting moves to make use of those massive jaws. For TMs, it doesn't really expand that much besides having Sludge Bomb for coverage. So not game breaking, but still useful. There's definitely use to be made with Carnivaline. Meow's fourth Pokemon will be Drudakin. And that's 3 for 3 of intimidating Pokemon Meow has to use. Drudakin, from what I've heard, is generally considered one of the weaker dragon types, at least in its generation. But I've been using one in black version, and it's been doing pretty well for me. While it is slow, it hits damn hard, and its defenses are fairly respectable, especially since this was still one generation before the fairy type was introduced. For abilities, they're all really good. Rough Skin combined with the Rocky Helmet causes constant damage when the opponent uses contact moves. Sheer Force buffs the power of attacks, and Mold Breaker cancels out certain abilities. They're all very useful. For level up moves, it's not bad. Dragon, Normal, Dark, and Fighting. That's nice coverage. For TMs, it's even better. There's very good type variety here, so you can have Drudakin suit a lot of situations. So this is a great team member to have. Meow would likely be put off by its fierce appearance, but if she keeps it together, this thing would cause a lot of damage. Even if they are past their heyday, dragon types are still a force to be reckoned with. Meow's fifth Pokemon will be Shuckle. Finally, a Pokemon that Meow wouldn't be terrified of. Now, I know that Shuckle was used as a joke character in the Pokemon Disappointed with Their Evolutions videos, but this thing is far from a joke. It is a defensive tank. It has among the best defenses in all of Pokemon. For abilities, I think Gluttony is arguably the least useful, but that probably comes down to personal opinion. For level up moves, it's mostly stat moves since Shuckle is generally used as a defensive stalling Pokemon. For TMs, it has some good options, but it does not have the attacking stats to get best use out of them, even though Madrybrade did do a Shuckle-only run in Leaf Green. So not a bulldozer of a Pokemon, but still a very useful Pokemon. Use it right and you'll cause your opponents all kinds of problems. And Meow's last Pokemon will be Ampharos. That's a damn good way to end the team. Ampharos is a solid Pokemon that I've only ever heard good things about, although pretty much everyone objects to its Mega. It's a strong special Pokemon with good HP, even if it lacks speed. For abilities, both are good. Paralysis is hated among the community, and extra special attack is always welcome. For level up moves, getting Fire Punch, Signal Beam, and Power Gem as coverage is terrific. All you'd need is a strong stab attack and you'd be pretty set. For TMs, it's not vast, but it's serviceable. So, a solid ending to the team. Ampharos has always been a fan favorite and is heavily recommended if you play a Johto game. And that's it for Meow's Gen 5 team. While I'm not a fan of how intimidating her team looks given Meow's personality, I do think that if she was able to keep her head and really focus, she could do really well with this team. As always, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Feel free to come join me on Discord, consider backing me on Patreon, and remember to stay chilled.